Welcome to Simple Scotch Reviews. Here we have Glenkinchie 12. It's a 12-year-old lowland single malt Scotch whiskey bottled at 43% ABV. This was a whiskey that I was introduced to rather recently, and I really did enjoy it. It's one that I don't see it getting much hype, but I definitely think that the quality is there. And let's get into the review. Lowlands are always nice to try because they're not one of the more popular regions of Scotch whiskey. Citrus, malt, lemon, vanilla, malt. There's almost a hint of chocolate in there and another hint of fruit. Not quite placing it. Maybe it's one of the orchard fruits. It's not. The main fruit note I get is that citrus note. It's very nice. So they're all really light aromas. It's tough because a lot of people think, light means lacking the boldness of flavor. There's a lot going on, and it's a very nice nose, but it's all those lighter flavors on the flavor wheel. Not necessarily, light as in low intensity, but yeah, it's really nice. There's a lot going on in this one. That citrus lemony note, very apparent right away. Then the cocoa and vanilla, very faint vanilla. And definitely the malt show up. Yeah, it's a really nice fruit note, that lemon note that I get. Citrus. Then, after that initial wave, the malt starts to show up. Malt, chocolate. It's very faint chocolate and very faint vanilla. I guess I was expecting more vanilla, but the fruit notes hold throughout, but after that initial wave, the other notes start to peek their way through. Finish is longer than expected for this light whiskey. The finish, I get the fruit notes still holding through, and then those malty and chocolate notes that are very much in the background still holding up. This is a very well put together whiskey. One thing unique to me about Glenkinchie, that lemon note, that specific citrus note. Glenkinchie is very unique from other whiskeys. I'd say personally, I think it's the best whiskey that I've had that's so light, but yet intense. So let me try to explain that a little bit more. Sounds contradictory. So this whiskey is very flavorful, but it's all light flavors, no darker notes at all. I have not had the pleasure of having a whiskey that is so flavorful with those light notes. I've had other light whiskeys, but I find the flavors aren't also light as in not intense, but this whiskey to me is very flavorful despite being only light notes, which is something that's a nice change of pace and really enjoyable. It's just a surprise because immediately when I got those light notes, it made me think it was going to be lacking flavor, but it definitely isn't lacking flavor. Very well put together, complex enough, good whiskey. Overall, I'm putting it in that must-try category because it's something different. I don't think it gets its due respect. Lowland whiskey is not all that common compared to some of the other whiskeys for single malts. So definitely try it if you haven't tried it. I think it'll be an interesting experience. I hope you get the same things I do out of it because it's very flavorful and light and a nice change of pace. I think of whiskey flavors seasonally. Certain whiskeys I prefer in the summer to certain whiskeys I prefer in the winter. I can drink any of them anytime, but there's certain themes that I find. This would definitely fall in that summer category, that warm weather category. Then again, if you're living somewhere where you don't have much for seasons and it's always warm, this one is always going to be the same. But yeah, must try this whiskey. Initially, I thought it was bottled at 40%, but that 43% is nice. Nice packaging presentation, and overall, this is just a very good whiskey. Thanks for watching.